Alright, I think we're just about ready to start. Let me just fix this up here. Alright. We gotta sit down and really play this matchup.
Round one, fight!
Nice EP. Alright. Oh, I was a little late on that one. Right out of the corner, that's good. Oh, no punish? Alright. Ooh, there we go.
Round two, fight!
Oh, nice DP. Nice. Alright. It's not easy to run those frame traps against this character. Nice. Yeah, of course, I gotta kill my jump in habit there too. Nice, good slide. But yeah, if people want to get in matches, want to hop on voice chat, I'm cool. Oh, I missed that. Alright. Oh, that's a pretty free punish. Ah, there we go. Yeah, Cornflakes. The stage is, this game in general, like the presentation is top fucking notch. It like blows, because this was 94, so this like, compare this to KOF 94, like, you know, Street Fighter 2, even Super Turbo. Like Super Turbo's a pretty good looking and good sounding game, but this game is incredible. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for Toast to come back, because I do want to finish that set with him, I'll try and boot up training mode and find something to practice. Oh, okay, he's back. Cool.
Round
I
one,
think the main thing to practice against Lihua would be, can you kind of take your turn back against 4 and 2 HP, because that's like 0 on block if she gets the last hit. Sometimes she doesn't get all the hits, yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have hit a crouching leg kick there. Oh, nice. Yeah, gotta watch out for getting counter-poked there, too. Oh, nice. I thought I'd get the throw there.
Round 2. Fight!
Oh, nice. Ah, there we go. Yeah, if you get to a NC against Gekkou, Baratatsu's really good at blowing that up.
Round 3. Fight!
Then you go under them. Cross-ups in this game, for the most part, aren't that generous. Oh, okay, I missed that one. Nice. Oh, thought I'd be able to punish that. Nice. Mm. Nice. I think that chipped me out.
Round 1. Fight!
Ah, nice, yeah. Yuki being so good means a lot of like weird frame traps, or she can kind of cover a bunch of different options. Oh, got greedy there. Nice, good challenging that, because I was plus after Tatsu there. Oh, no punish. Alright. Ah, I walked forward a little too far there.
Round 2. Fight!
Nice. Alright. Ah. Oh, that is so fast.
Round 1. Fight!
Ah, I should have had that there. I should have just walked up and blocked there. Right, there we go. Yeah, I think she would have been forced to DP there, but because it's a Tiger Knee input, she might mistime it and just get hit. Yeah, gotta get used to it. Oh, nice. Didn't expect that. Oh, yeah. Good call. Got too eager to jump in there. Yeah, Toast is really good at playing when he's, you know, when he has to run the clock. Oh, good throw. Oh, didn't expect that to catch my jump from there. And there's a chip. Every time I like use Tatsu to chip out like that, I keep seeing the potential guard cancel. But sometimes you have to check that. Oh, I missed my cancel. I don't think that would have worked anyway. Oh, I missed my backdash. It's part of the difficulty of Gekkou. He's kind of forced to hold chip in a lot of situations. Oh, I thought I was blocking that. Alright. Nice. Oh, didn't expect the slow version there. Oh, he's got the lead there. Fuck, I didn't realize. Man, that's my bad. Should have thrown one of those earlier.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, so that's not working against him, so I'm trying to figure out what the next step is. Maybe just another one. Yep, anti-air Tatsu. It's so good.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, I messed that up. Wrong button. Nice. Oh, nice. I need to get better at that
Round 3.
super input.
Fight.
Oh, nice call. Yeah, we were definitely underrating Shuriken as just kind of a poke frame trap tool, like a regular fireball, but
1. Fight.
only downside kind of slow on startup, but he makes a lot of space for himself. Oh, nice. Oh, I thought that was going to cross up. Nice. Oh, nice. Ah, the crush damage. It was a really good call. Not often you see Lihua's command grabs, but yeah, it's really good for her to have that. Ooh, okay. This is looking kind of bad. Oh, the restand. That wasn't intentional at all, but oh, fuck. That was nice. Ooh. Oh, he probably panicked there and did that DP again. That was a really good setup.
Round 3.
Only problem is actually stabilizing those Tatsu loops. Yeah, that's like why it's so good to just neutral jump with this character sometimes. This is good because at least I do get a chance to like practice my mix-ups.
Hey, come on, kids.
Round 1. Fight.
Like Lihua specifically, you can safe jumper pretty much whatever safely meteor easily, because I think DP startup is like 12 at best on heavy punch. Pretty much like same deal as, you know, boxer, headbutt, and ST. God, the normal AI in this game is just so terrible. I never like do arcade mode stuff, but yeah, he's just kind of not hitting me at all. All right. A lot else to talk about at the moment. Obviously, there's a charity event I'm hosting in a bit on part of like Alex Alchemy's things, because I mean he's from Puerto Rico, and he like hosts a lot of different poverty events, so it's nice to kind of work with people from around the world. And Daikuga's bracket at that, if I can pull that up. Let me actually check the region list for that, because it's like he decided to slightly expand it outside of North America. It's like North America, Central America, and then he's saying Northern South America. I think the list of like, I'll probably like put an infographic together for that, but it's like countries like Colombia, Bahamas, stuff like that. Nice. I do that a little too high. Need to practice getting those two at the right height. Oh, I thought I was saying block high in time. Really, because I was getting ready to try and punish that, but I don't think you gotta punish mid-screen. Oh, nice, yeah. It was a really risky attempt. Oh, that could have been it. Oh. It was weird. Oh, no chip. No. Ah, oh, man. Trying to figure out if I missed the double, you know, HP HK input, or if it was something else.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, that straight up beats Tornado, alright. Something kind of weird that happened there that I'm gonna have to go back and watch. Because that was the second hit of 2HK that was actually outranging Lihua DP. That move's like secretly really useful in like specific Oki situations, but yeah, just because it's so unsafe on the first hit, kind of a lot of people don't use it. Nice. Ah, nice. Very fun to like micro walk up with this character because his buttons are so good and his throws. I mean, his throw's solid. He has setups off it. It's not all character. I guess all characters do have some kind of setup, but his are fun to do. Oh. Yeah, there's a chip.
Round 1. Fight!
Oh, are people picking up in the background? I thought the noise canceling was strong enough. Well, that's important to know. Oh! Alright, that was fake as fuck, but... But yeah, Roy, I'll tell her you said hi. Oh fuck, that was really greedy of me. Alright, no jumping in on this character. It's not allowed. Oh, okay, that's a good trade.
Round 2. Fight!
Alright, hopefully this works a little better. Oh fuck. Ah, standing light kick was supposed to be Tatsu. Oh, man, that was a punish because I was trying to jump away. Yeah, I would have gotten chipped out anyway. I'd say force a backdash, but I didn't think to do it then. Nice. Oh, alright, just the last second I see. God, I want it so bad. Ah, just as time runs out. Well, fuck, at least I got the input out, and that's what matters. So yeah, you could say my day's going alright. Fuck. I mean, it's the thought that counts. Right. Fuck. Supers take too damn long in this game. Let me close up my browser window here so that hopefully FightK plays along with it well. This is actually looking really solid so far.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, this is like a lot better than I expected. Nice, good throw. Oh shit, I actually got caught by that. Alright. Nice.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, alright. Shouldn't have done that actually, just it stalled me enough to get hit by the fireball. Alright, there's a punish. But I was afraid that was going to cross up. Ah, oh, got too greedy with that one. Well, yeah, like, the thing goes red occasionally, but it actually really doesn't feel that bad, considering it's, oh, nice cross-up. Nice. Oh, nice, sick DP.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, I do need to be abusing the double jump a little more. Oh, nice. Alright. Maybe that's not the most consistent setup. Oh, nice. Crush damage on that fireball is going to do a lot. Yeah, like, DK Heavy Star rolling along the ground is also really good just because it goes under fireball. And I think the damage trade actually comes out in Gekkou's favor. Although it might be like even in terms of damage. It's just a matter of like using that from a safe distance. Oh, I missed that punish. Oh. Oh. I gotta be careful walking up against this character. Just like a little bit more than versus Lihua. But it's good, you know. It's good to be thinking about these things about like the difference in poking game is actually pretty dramatic, even though like Lihua is still a really good character. Oh. I don't know how I got hit by that. Nice. Oh, nice. A few of those jumping heavy kicks were supposed to be dive kicks, so that's also something I'd have to work on. Yeah, hitting... Okay, yeah. Yeah, hitting Grand Viper or the air counter hit. That makes sense, yeah, because I guess when he lands, even though he's in punishable recovery, it doesn't give you the full bonus. Man, I don't think he's gone for cross-up so far off the dive kick, but I'm always scared of it, right? Oh, there it is. Damn, oh. It was a funny hitbox. Yeah, Golden Shades is a fundamentally really good character. You ever see him in Karnov, he plays like... I think he plays Lee, among other characters. I know Lee is his main. Oh, nice. Ah, nice. Was expecting another fireball or something to jump over. Well, I'll run this set for a little longer just because everyone's playing someone else right now, which is good. Kind of what I want to be doing with this anyway. Oh, I missed a cancel on that. Right, that's pretty good. Jump medium punch is really good. Just, you know, does a solid bit of damage more than jumping light punch. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, the damage difference in this matchup you really feel it. Oh, nice. Good crouching medium kick. Oh, got hit there. Oh, ah, damn, he traded with me. Nice. Oh.
Round 3. Fight.
Nice. I think if I'm trying to dive kick, I should probably just neutral jump it. Ah, should have used the heavy version for that. Ooh.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, nice sweep. I need to watch where I am and not cross him up when I'm trying to do that.
Round two. Fight.
Oh, yeah, heavy version just catches any of that shenanigans going on. Oh, nice, yeah. The main thing is Grand Viper blows up, crouching heavy punch. Ah, fuck. Wasn't sure where he would land after that, so I kind of wasn't ready to command grab him.
Round three. Fight.
Not a great trade for me. Oh, that was really close. Jeez.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, good grab. It's the thing, every time you get opened up by a throw in this game, you know, like... God, I gotta do those lower. Still not used to it. Yeah, no more neutral double jumps against this character. Man, I keep doing it. Oh, nice. Good move there. Yeah, you can TK air moves. The problem with like a lot of characters like Kazuya and Gekkou having 2 frames of pre-jump. But yeah, it's definitely possible like back there. It's just even at the height, like low height Tatsus are usually a little unsafe just because there's a bit of recovery. Usually like that's kind of at like a level where, you know, they can counter poke you with something or other. Oh. Oh, nice. Yeah, good neutral jump. The neutral jump heavy kick has a ton of range. ShaveIce, no, because Tatsu kind of moves slowly on the ground. Gekkou luckily has like really easy crouching heavy punch to punish that, just because the reach is so huge. Nice. Yeah, just like that. Oh, good punish. Oh, nice. Yeah, the cross-up dive kick is really strong.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, that's a good punish. Oh man, I screwed up the screwed up trying to TK shuriken. Oh, nice. I was thinking maybe that delay would have caught him off guard. Oh man. Oh, landing right on the neutral. Oh yeah, sup Kite Star. I don't know if we talked before. Gekkou's really good in this game. Like I think Zark can also attest to this. If people play him more patiently, you know, it can get into these annoying ranges where it's pretty much impossible to anti-air him, stuff like that. Pokes are really good. His only problem is like damage is alright. You know, it doesn't have confirms like other characters do. And he doesn't have any reversals outside of throws to super, stuff like that. Oh man. Yeah, again, I gotta stop using light Tatsu to try and escape stuff like that. Alright. Damn, didn't block that one in time. Yeah, Kazuya is by far the strongest character. I guess not even like by far. You know, Liza competes with him. I think Lihua, in theory, can compete with him pretty well. I guess compete's the wrong word, but it's like, you know, matchups that are pretty fair, close to even. I don't know if anyone beats him necessarily, but that's not a bad thing to have a character that is just kind of definitively the best. Because it's not like he breaks any rules of the game, he just has a stupidly good fireball. Oh, alright. I didn't think I could get crossed up from there. Nice.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, I fucked that one up, but... Oh, no cancel there. Oh, nice throw. Oh yeah, alright. Ooh, not sure if he tried throw or low. Probably a throw.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh. God, where are my... There we go. Nice. Yeah. Guys, sorry, I'm trying to remember what arcade that was. Probably like Mikado, because they're the big one, but there's like tons of active arcades in Japan that like have their own YouTube channels, upload streams and stuff like that regularly. Nice. Oh man, I haven't landed a hit on him so far. Ooh, nice.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh. Didn't realize the wall wasn't that close to breaking. Nice. Alright, now I gotta worry about chip. Oh. Just trying to guard cancel Tatsu there. Got out poked.
Round 1. Fight. Round 2.
Right. Oh, I messed that one up. Should have gone for like another 1 and 2. Like double jump MK or something like that. Oh. Oh, nice sweep. Just walking back and sweep. Ah, yeah. Shouldn't have tried to throw a fireball from there. But yeah, that walk back sweep was really clever because I was trying to poke crouching heavy punch. Oh, nice. Okay. Think you jumped there, yeah. Even if he somehow avoided the shuriken, that jump HK would have killed him.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, well at least I got to block that. Yeah, his reactions are too good for me to surprise him with any jump-ins. Oh, nice. Good punish. Ooh. Crouching jab traded with his crouching light kick, I guess. Not sure.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, I don't know how I got in the corner from there. Alright, have to keep it cool. Oh. Oh, I tried. Nice. Oh man. That's 10-2, but I'm gonna play one more. It's because I don't want to like randomly jump out. I'll probably see if I can play ogfruitloops or ShaveIce. Oh. Yeah. So double close MK does a little more damage, but I think consistency, you're probably gonna want to do like just go close MK, or like close LK, close MK, you know, close MK, 2 HP, whatever. Oh fuck, I messed that up. Oh, dang. Okay, that doesn't go over Fireball. I wasn't doing it like thinking it would, I just, yeah. Good to remind yourself. Oh. Oh, the blind spot. What? Nice. Oh, ah, the jabs. Yeah, man, for sure. It was really fun to play. I think I'll try to play ShaveIce because we haven't played yet. But yeah, thanks. I was really glad to test that out. And yeah, honestly pretty surprised that the game works over those long distances. Because this game I definitely had trouble playing people in like, including in Argentina. I played someone, I think Inimus, if I'm pronouncing that right. And it kind of didn't run. But yeah, really good games.
Round 1. Fight.
I start remembering what my mix-ups are after Tatsu. Okay, that works. I think I've kind of got the timing back now. And that shit is so good if you land them close to the corner. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, good call. Oh, I thought I'd be able to anti him there. Nice.
Round 3. Fight!
Oh, yep. Always catches you. Ooh. Oh, yep. Just trying to check maybe another random 246 XP just because I'm in chip range, but because that definitely outranges 2LK, which is usually your best like check for any kind of rushing moves like that. Oh, I tried to standing MK there. Oh, yeah, that was a punish. Oh. Nice. Oh, man. I had to watch out for that. That move is so fast.
Round 2. Fight!
It's a good trade. It could be worse. Oh. Oh, I went for the throw, but I guess he also went for it. Alright, it's time to run. Oh man, I got it. I actually thought we were gonna draw there when I last saw that, but oh yeah. Yeah. You use ground tatsu wrong, you're getting, you're taking a guaranteed punish from that. Oh man, you're pretty much screwed there. And when you are meeting, you should just back off, throw a shirk, and be safe there, but... Nice. But yeah, the strength of just sometimes neutral jumping as this character cannot be understated. Yeah, it was a little too close to, Oh. Yeah. Oh. Not sure I missed the punish on that one. I know 2 HP is free, but the better oak you get off Tatsu there is really useful. I'll take that trade. Oh. Yeah, double jump can be mad annoying.
Round 2. Fight!
Oh, round start, yeah. Yeah, and try to backdash that. Oh. Ah, yeah. Got lucky that didn't chip me out, but died anyway.
Round 3. Fight!
Yeah, this character's mix-ups are real nice. And then, boom, I'm out of the corner. Oh! Great big damage. Aw, man. Yeah, no tornado reset. I don't blame people though, that setup does require a little practice. Because obviously the later you get the 2 and 4 6p, the less time you have to actually pick it up, but really worth learning just because that's like a free 50%-ish, usually stuns, depending on the starter you get. Because if you get raw, you know, 412 rapid slashes, then it doesn't stun, but if you get like 2 MP, 2 HP starter, then you're good. I'd say general is, yeah, definitely easier in Dankuga.
Oh my gosh!
I know a lot of people who have actually done like the general challenge in both games, like Lord BBH can definitely attest to that. Ooh, okay, that was surprising. Yeah, I'm no expert on like arcade mode runs and stuff, but I've just heard that like his general like AI pattern's been toned down. He does a lot less bullshit, I guess. Oh, I fucked up. Trying to anti-whiff close heavy punch.
Round 3. Fight!
I think I should probably like turn off that instinct just because like try to do it when I'm not in range. It's a little slow on startup too.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, I think that might actually be a legit bait against his reversal. Probably would have got me killed if he blocked though.
Round 1. Fight!
Oh. Nice. I gotta be watching for that. Ah, nice.
Round 2. Fight!
Oh yeah, that version's plus on block. Oh. Oh, I don't know how I didn't block that. Shit. Alright. Yeah, I didn't realize the 1cc was a requirement for general. I thought it was just points, but that makes sense. Ah, trying to fish a little too hard for that neutral jump bait. That was a really funny trade, I'll say that much. Ah, nope. I think I need to use neutral jump heavy kick off that.
Round 2. Fight!
Oh, there we go. Exactly what I needed. Yeah, the blind spot on Kazuya's fireball, I mean, that one wasn't necessarily blind spot, but just like jumping right into that spot is really good. Wasn't sure how I could punish that. Oh, nice.
Round 1. Fight!
Oh, good sweep. Oh, alright. I gotta pay attention here. Oh, that was a punish. Ah, shit.
Round 2. Fight!
For the air throw. You know, I should lab stuff off normal air throw just because that comes up sometimes. Oh. Ah, I tried to backdash. Been trying to throw in 5 HK as like a weird, because it's like a semi-low crush. It's not like a full-on low crush, but it kind of reaches at a weird range. But you really run the risk of getting counter poked like that. Although I only did get one hit of the, yeah, just like that. Ah, throw.
two, fight!
Alright, fair. I have to stop walking forward so much. Again? Alright. Nice. Need to just block more. I think that's the real trick. Oh, dive kick. It's too fast. Oh. Anything that would get a ground connect. Oh. Alright. Yep. I keep getting hit by these. Oh. Man. GG's. Alright. Now to play you in the first to 5. This point I played pretty much everyone around here. So I might just end the stream there. Unless people, I guess I could like spectate Toast versus Mibeador and see how they're doing. But yeah, I've been trying to play Gekkou this stream. I also play Barts. Oh, good slide. Oh yeah, this matchup's always been kind of a struggle for me. Oh. Okay, that's gotta, I gotta check that one out now. Cause I don't know if that hits cross up or not. That's actually fucking hilarious. Doesn't matter, it's not like a reliable setup, but what the fuck. Definitely something happening there that shouldn't. Oh. Oh. Okay, that works.
Round 3, fight!
Man, what the fuck? Alright, no. Yeah, just block it out.
Round 1, fight!
Take a little extra damage there, but yep. Always one to watch out for. Oh, nice. Yeah, that makes sense. That would beat Tatsu. Probably doesn't beat close heavy punch though. That's those kind of double jump situations are where that normal's good for. Oh, right, that combo's from there. Oh. Oh my god, that almost killed. Should have jumped forward. He's getting greedy. I thought, okay, I'm gonna kill him for mashing there, but hitbox on that is actually kind of good.
Round 1. Fight!
Okay, not a punish from there. Okay, that doesn't reach from there. Oh, nice. Definitely counter hit me out of 2 HP there.
2. Fight!
Ah, I shouldn't have done that.
Round 3. Fight!
Yeah, I don't think I have a way out of that. Right. Probably not a good trade, but I'm out of there. No punish. Yeah, I definitely went for it that time. That's a kind of a funny situation, because he blocks the second hit of sweep and I'm safe. I'm plus, actually.
Round 1. Fight!
I'm actually trying to remember if you press HP HK without, like, if you miss the input but you press both buttons, if you get HP or HK normally. Oh yeah, punches. Okay, punches take priority. Cool. Oh, nice. Ah, yeah. Move is tough to deal with.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, dang. Press HP there. Yeah, I think that's a range where I want to use MK.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, double overhead. Fuck. Oh, it's not a good trade at all. Oh, nice. Good guard cancel. Thought I had a lot more time on that.
2. Fight.
Yeah, I'm down to just commentate Mib and ToastRider set. At least this is already looking good for Fruit Loops, and we're 3-1. Nice. Oh. Oh, I think I'm not dead. Ooh, alright. Yeah, that's really good. Ah, there we go. Trying to rush down a little too much there.
Round 3. Fight.
Man. Hey, well, whatever the hell that was. Alright, I gotta get out of here. Yeah, McCoy is probably the least equipped to deal with that cross-up. Outside of, I guess, Gekkou himself.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh. Keep forgetting that Tatsu is not a good idea if I'm especially trying to challenge that move. Ooh. Yeah, I panicked there hard.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, not a punish from there. Ah, thought I'd have a chance to whiff punish that. Oh, nice call. Alright, so that's 2-4. Yeah, Sonic Bomber is really good. Helps him a lot in this matchup. Oh. I don't know what I was thinking there. Yeah, that was a good punish. Ooh, that was really clutch. Ended up consuming my charge, but my crush, but it doesn't matter too much. Oh. Alright, I got one more round.
Round 3. Fight!
Oh, good sending heavy kick. I don't think he's using that all set. Alright, that was fun. ToastRider and Mib are still playing, so if you want to hop on commentary, I'm down. I'm just hanging out in general. See where they're at in this set. 7-9, alright. So Mib got the lead as Gonzales. I'm shy I didn't kill. Right, this matchup is kind of funny though. Because it's like, yeah, he has to hold chip, but his just like neutral game is actually pretty solid against her. You know, he rolls for a random like DP or slashes and he gets command grab. He has good pokes. Oh. Yeah, and she really can't media him. I guess. I don't know actually, yeah. Pretty much runs a big risk in trying to go for those chip setups. Right. It helps her a little to have the command grab in this match just because you can grab his roll. It gives her a little bit more of a effective range to do that, but still, right? Really hard to stop that.
Round 1. Fight!
Oh, get command grab. I'm just waiting for Zartop in voice chat, but wow, yeah. Pretty much having to worry about wake up command grab really limits how much chip she gets off 412 HP. Alright, big combo. Alright, now the lead's back in ToastRider's favor. Yeah, Lihua's really good at running. Oh no. Oh, he's got it. Oh, I thought that was going to be a draw. Damn.
Round 2. Fight.
A nice jump jab. In general, like, yeah, Lihua is just not really air-to-airing Gonzales like that. Oh, nice. Other major factor in this matchup is Gonzales, one of the very few characters who can't punish Lihua DP on block. Oh, crush damage. Damn. Oh, again.
Oof, I'm watching on stream.
Right.
Is there any chance you can screen share what you're watching without your computer blowing up, or should I just?
No, I think I'll be good. Hold on.
Okay. If not, I could just jump on Fight Cade and spectate.
Yeah. I think the FPS might be a little low, but hopefully it looks good.
Okay. I mean, FPS is going to be low for the screen share, right? Not for your stream.
Yeah, my stream's still 60. I think screen share is
Okay,
limited
that's
to
cool.
30, but it's good enough.
Nice. Awesome. I can watch
Yeah,
it live. You can see what you're seeing.
Matchup is really interesting. I feel like it might be Gon's favor, but maybe that's just me looking at numbers.
So what specifically leads you to the conclusion that it's Gonzales' favor? Like, what are we
Just 'cause,
looking at here?
Like, I feel like his neutral game is really scary for her to deal with, just because like he's got good pokes, got like 2 LK, he's got the threat of roll really coming up often.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Lihua's part to make the correct reads against the rolls to counter effectively.
Yep.
I think some of the options that she has is mixing up we just saw the slashy hands, the heavy punch version. I think mixing in the slower version with medium will kind of mess with the repeated rolling.
Yeah, that's true. You still gotta block that. Still gotta block if they put out a media like that.
Probably neutral jumping. That seems like a low committal, kind of low risk answer to rolling.
Yeah, pretty much. And he's got to read that by jumping in with LP, and then she can anti-air him.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like, yeah, Toast is kind of trying to stop him from rolling, but... Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
Honestly, don't think the light kicks are gonna result to much. At some point, I think Mib is gonna get those rolls into command throws, and it's gonna be downhill from there.
Round 1.
Yeah. Yeah, because he gets to roll through DP and gets that command throw, and the reward's pretty big.
Yeah.
And also like the factor of reversal command throw from Gonzales means she doesn't get as much chip as versus most characters.
I can close this. I'm gonna be like silent for a bit, working on popping out this chat. I want to free up some resources.
Yeah, no problem. A good throw from Toast. Yeah, Mib's pretty much playing solid Gonzales, backdashing sometimes to hold on to that lead.
Fight.
There it is. Roll into throw and blow up the crouch light. His other option would be to have something out a bit more active, like maybe try to throw the roll with heavy punch and hope she gets out the close normal, which is the 2-hit strike. That has a
Yeah.
tendency to snatch up the rolls, and the second part of the move, it's active enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
we just saw it.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe you can like OS that. You can do 6236 HP, and you'll get command grab if they're close enough.
That actually sounds kind of hilarious.
Yeah, small thing, but like yeah, having like that extra range on grab because you can grab now to roll.
Yeah, that's actually kind of genius, thinking about it. Or maybe just attempt the command throw with. You said 6236, right? Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
She has kick too, but I think like yeah, that close heavy punch being so useful. All right, maybe not, it's time to show off his main.
I recall Mib saying that they're not a big fan of this matchup, but no better time to learn about it. And right now during these casual sessions.
Yes, he has to approach it differently just because, like, again, Lihua, one of the most reliable anti-airs. Because a lot of what he gets away with is just spamming those heavies.
Being able to crouch here, we just saw that. That's a big deal too. Makes it harder for Azteca to get that safe chip. Being able to randomly tornado under it is kind of annoying too, and she could slide under it as well. So
Yeah.
that kind of hurt the game a lot.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh. Alright, that was pretty funny with the pogo stick.
Mental action. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, good call out.
Oh, the counter. All of a sudden, she just has a lead. One knockdown. It's like, oh, okay, I'll just get my life lead with this 10% chip. Oh man, it's so fucking brutal.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure airball on hit does less damage than that on block.
Round 3. Fight.
I believe it, yeah.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, hair being like an auto DP bait is really funny. Okay, big
Oh, you're gonna
damage.
see a big reset.
Oh man. Yeah.
I think Toast is gonna have to adjust, like, spot the positioning near the corner and use the lighter Kasumi Giri, the running slash. That way she
Yeah.
recovers a bit faster, and it'll be a bit easier to set up the reset after.
Yeah, I don't know what version he's using, if he's using medium, because I don't even bother trying with heavy. Window gets a
heavy
little
is
too
just
tight.
Like, like, if she's already in the corner, just go for the light one. Near the corner, the medium punch one seems good.
Fight.
Oh.
Yeah, Tornado in general seems really useful here. I guess as 6HK does beat it, probably.
Does everything. It low crushes and anti-airs.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, that button is a thing that, like, you know, even if you didn't have like hair and shit, that would carry the character a bit.
It definitely puts in work for the character. Oh, nice corner escape. Use the 3 kick to switch out. Ugh. And we're seeing a bit more 3K hop action. Ooh, beats a DP. Other one baited. Never over for Lihua. It's never over because of this chip. Here it comes again. Oh no. Drops the input. Lihua players gate kept by their commands, their inputs. What if slashy hands were like slashy sword were a fireball instead of that weird fireball?
Yeah. Oh, yep. Happened again, yeah, that just catches pretty much any ball attempts, any like jump-ins.
Like a strong round for Toast right now. Yeah, it's just walking back.
His walk speed's so slow. I'm pretty sure Toast was getting away further, even though he's walking back.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, alright. And her throw like cornering is actually really good too.
Both of her throws just launch the opponent to the nearest corner. The medium punch one like switches sides. And the heavy punch is just like the Gekkou and they just the legs.
Yeah. Oh, good catch.
Yes. Yeah, still caught the backdash. Another one. Okay, small sweet punish. It's the ball. Good trade for mid. We got that flashing clock above.
Oh my god.
Oh, crush. Azteca. Is bet at all. Normally, I don't mind getting hit by that move because the damage is pretty low, but that crush really clutched it out at the end.
Yeah. It's like such a good call out just because it's that fast. I mean, she gets Oki off it, but a lot of people settle for just like chip, and that's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's fine. It's more guaranteed than like going for the left-right.
Oh.
I'm a fan of dishonorable mix though. I'm gonna try to go for it always. Ouch. Super strong round from mid.
Yeah, I think if nothing else, like the mix in this game from a lot of characters just shocks people.
Because of it being ahead of its time, I guess. Around 94, I don't think there were a lot of like left-right mix heavy Oki games. How's Mib gonna try to get this back in his favor? Gonna get punished? No.
Yeah, another character that can't punish her DP, right? It's another thing.
Well, Mib showed me you can actually punish this. Just the range is really specific. She hit that tip, then yeah, they just kind of stuck there holding the chip. It's still worth it trying though. Try to GC out with like punch hair.
Yeah.
Round 1. Fight.
Red Cherry says, "Want to practice Lihua more. Maybe I can enjoy her despite the difficulty." Yeah, for sure. Just put in the work. Her learning curve is like literally her awkward inputs.
Oh.
Once you get around that, then character
I'm liking.
yourself.
Yeah, I'm liking how that the slashes just kind of sniped him out of hop.
Oh yeah, it's active enough. I think the hop has what, like 5 or 6 frames involved, something really minuscule. It's kind of something you go to to try to avoid certain death from the chip sword.
The one thing I've seen it work on is McCoy super, pretty much.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Oh. Okay.
Round 1. Fight.
Hoping maybe we can see a hair infinite, or redizzy, whatever you want to call it. Sure, that get the viewers excited.
Yeah.
Oh, nice backdash. Not easy to pull off in this game. At this point, I'm really convinced that this game has like no reversal window. Like for reversals, you just have to be perfect. There's no buffer outside of
Round 2.
those weird moves with negative edge.
Mm-hmm.
It's the rule. It's like if your command ends in up, then you can negative edge with it.
Yeah, that is weird. I still have to check the window on backdash because it might be more generous in 1 frame. I don't know. Backdash input in this game is a little funny because I'm pretty sure if you're holding 4, you just have to do 5-4. You don't have to like start from neutral. A little weird like that.
So you mean like hold 4 and then return to neutral, then tap 4?
Yeah, exactly. That works. It's kind of
actually works.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's kind of unusual.
Wow. There's like a buffer on my backdash.
Oh, sup, Heather?
This
Yeah, this
OST
game's soundtrack
doesn't miss at all. It's like you can debate all day about which is the best track, and no one's gonna be right or wrong because they're all bangers.
Yeah, it's like even like the ones that don't go like as hard or like atmospheric. You've got like even like Marco's is really good. Even like trying to think of like my least favorite. I mean, Lihua's is really relaxing as we're listening to. They're all good.
I'm a fan of Gonzales. Like I feel like objectively it's not really deep in its composition, but something about it I like. And then you have like Wulong is just like outright my favorite. There's so many transitions with that song.
Oh yeah, it's so good. All right, so Heather, you know me, I'm on mic, and Zar's also on mic. 9x0, whatever.
What's up, people?
Round 1. Fight.
I don't know if you're familiar, but he's like found a lot of good shit in this game as far as mix-ups and like all this strategy we're pretty much talking about.
Oh, okay, sweet punish.
Are McCoy players doing restands yet? Yeah. Not yet. Maybe in the Boggy matchup. Just because we know about that being easy on him.
It's hard. It's a little bit tricky to set up against the breakable walls because of the whole bouncing thing. And stages being so gigantic, it takes forever to get somebody to a real corner, set it up outside of the boss stages.
I mean, Heather, you know how it works, right? Like, it works on everyone. Just the restand, just the regular restand. But like Boggy's easier to restand than most characters.
Yeah, it makes sense to get it on Boggy because of stage. So, provided you actually land on the stage in that matchup, there's a good chance you'll see it.
Ooh,
yeah, mid
nice.
with the lame.
Yeah, throwing that out where he can just not even get hit by slide. I was gonna say block, but yeah, he didn't even have to block that one.
Round 1. Fight!
Oh,
Wow, hops over. That was cool.
yeah, probably could have got a punish, but I guess he wasn't expecting it to work. Oh,
Slap. Ooh. Playing the range is perfectly right. Oh, never mind. Bet at all.
yeah. I have to be careful. I assume that's light punch. I have to be careful about only getting the first hit, because that's even worse. Oh no.
It might. Oh, the wall
Yeah.
just broke. That's a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
It's so awesome because you have to like be conscious of stuff like that, right? Like how many times did they hit the wall? Is anyone on that level just yet? Hopefully we'll see it at some point.
Probably not. It
That
definitely
sure as
like
hell
it gets me.
Yeah.
With Gekkou's one of the characters that cares about that a lot more. Oh, yeah, that normal's stupid.
I think you can try to contest it with Slashy because the sword itself has no hurt box on it, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard trying to.
Yeah, it must be like must be really
box it. I
tricky
don't know.
because I know like Barts can standing MP it too, but that's like really hard to get in that
Yeah.
range. Also, cool golden
think
shit.
you'll
I
have
didn't know
to-
that. Sorry, I didn't know that Araki helped design Azteca.
Oh really?
Yeah,
The JoJo's guy, right? Okay.
that's crazy. Yeah, there's like a lot of art like goes into this game. I'm trying to remember who like the artist, Nobuteru
Okay.
Yuki, who like did most of the art for this.
Wait, so who's Araki? That's the is that the JoJo's artist? Is that
Yeah, I
Gekkou?
think so.
Okay.
I didn't know about that. That makes a lot of sense, obviously. Oh shit.
I mean, he just like cut and paste the Pillar Man, put him into the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you had the idea of like trying to use DP as an answer for a lot of Azteca stuff.
Break his sandals. Yeah, you can just sit back. There's a huge life lead. Always the threat of DM though. Wulong having probably one of the stronger DMs in the game.
It was really interesting back there with the with Wulong's slide. I guess I'd go straight under Azteca 6 HP.
Yeah.
Round 3.
His slide and his crouch MK is really good at low profiling. Both can actually low profile jump ins and projectiles.
Oh, nice. It was really tricky jump cancel.
Oh, what a hop! Are we gonna see a setup? Ooh, got it with the mix, the crush. Small damage. Yeah, the punish is hard on that. I actually don't even remember it, even though I made the clip. It may be like TK ball or something crazy. Punish the DP.
Round 1. Fight!
Yeah. So at this point, I'll cut it when someone hits 20. ToastRider fighting back though, so that probably won't be
that's
too
fine.
soon. Yeah.
Yeah, how long you been streaming? Like closing on 2 hours maybe?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. This is a cool idea, by the way, even though I didn't like participate. I definitely had fun watching it and jumping in.
Yeah, it's all
commentary
good.
for the second half.
Like, you're giving tips, that's as much as I can ask for. Really helpful. Ooh.
It's fun in general just doing commentary for this, because I don't think I've ever done it like with someone before.
Yeah, for sure.
Something I'd like to pursue at some point, doing like poverty commentary.
Yeah. To be honest, I find like I have trouble finding people to do commentary with, just because like everyone's busy, you know. They've got their own tournaments, they've got other stuff they're working on, but I know for Vortex, I got Griffy Bones, who like he streams a bunch of stuff. He posts all this stuff on Twitter, and T5, who like he streams a bit more regularly nowadays. He like not even just fighting games, sometimes like platformers and stuff. Ooh.
Are we gonna see T for the charity commentary?
Haven't heard from him, so I think it might just
okay.
be me and Toast. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what happens with my schedule later in the week, and if something's freed up, then I'll try to hit you up a couple of days in advance to let you know.
Yeah, that's sick.
Alright, we're already at the 20 mark.
Oh yeah, damn. All right, I guess this is the last one.
Yeah, who's gonna take it all the marbles?
Yeah.
There is no deficit. Whoever wins this now just wins the grand prize. Their placement was perfect.
11,
Gotta see some
20.
DMs, though.
I've definitely played worse sets in this game and other games. Oh.
It's gonna be the follow-up. Okay, good damage. Bust him up. Oh, that.
Damn.
Even Stevens' timer's running low. TR is slightly unfavored on the health. Probably try to chip out again. Oh, he's too far. He's not gonna make up. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh!
Damn.
That was sick. I thought he was gonna land on the fireball.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Azteca. Yeah, that's
Toast would have had to DP. That would have been sick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think I would have just shut down the computer if that happened.
Yeah.
Called it a night.
Like, that's it.
Like, you win the next round too. That was just. I don't think Wu has any solid answers to a guarded air ball. Maybe DMs. Something I'll have to test later if I remember.
Yeah. Oh. Yo.
Whoa. Got the NKI combos with the crouch lights hitting from behind.
Hey.
I don't know if anyone remembers NKI Street Fighter combo vids. Oh, the slide is down to chip health.
Oh, damn. Alright, one more round.
Yep. That's it, one apiece. At the left wall is broken. We still got some work on we got some construction on the right side going. See how that plays into this final round. This is gonna give keep saying Lee. This is gonna give Wulong some ample space to retreat if he gets back on that side and gets a life lead.
Yep.
Oh, command throw on, wake up.
Actually thinking from like
flashing red.
From like a second back, if Wulong like spaces slide well, maybe Az has to like guard cancel a ground ball to punish it. Ooh.
Scary. Wall dive is gonna get he got a little happy with that one.
Taking a big risk because he's got no health left. All right. Well, good games.
Nice, that was cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump out.
All right. See you around.
It's fun. Take care.
Yeah, you too. Obviously, I gotta shill this event before I hop off for the night. Alex already posted the link, so I'm just gonna copy that from here. You guys can sign up. Can check the. I'm gonna probably put out like a post, a little infographic with all the regions there. If I just read them off the page, because that. I actually don't know if Challenge like has that info on your account, but This is like Caribbean, you know, like Antigua, Aruba, Bahamas, Barbados, Cayman Islands, Colombia, Costa Rica, Ecuador, El Salvador, Mexico included, obviously, Puerto Rico. So yeah, I'm gonna have to just like make an image with all that stuff on it. Oh shit! Imagine Obama's thing is today, the CVS2 exhibition. I'm gonna raid that. Actually, I didn't remember that was today. All right.